I saw a post on Scottsdale Mint's official YouTube channel stated that the US Mint is, quote, failing badly, and the Scottsdale Mint should, quote, take it over immediately. When we have incredible mints like Scottsdale, why are we not letting them? Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to Booty Girl Stacking, where together we'll unearth the real treasures of silver and gold. If you're enjoying these videos and want even more booty in your treasure chest, please smash that like button, share, and subscribe. Now, if you're looking to ascend the ranks of the Booty Girl Stacking crew, please consider joining my Patreon, where you'll gain access to exclusive Booty Girl Stacking content and special giveaways. Recently, I saw a post on Scottsdale Mint's official YouTube channel of what appeared to be a screenshot of a post on President Trump's Truth Social account. The post essentially stated that the US Mint is, quote, failing badly, their coins are, quote, terrible, and that the Scottsdale Mint should, quote, take it over immediately. Now, personally, I agree with all of these sentiments. So when I read this, I was excited that finally something is being done about the United States Mint and their lackluster approach to creating coins. The only problem with this, quote, news was that the Scottsdale Mint posted this on April 1st. Yeah, they totally got me. It was an April Fool's prank and I fell for it pretty hard. After the initial disappointment and slight embarrassment of being duped wore off, this post actually got me thinking, what if Scottsdale Mint were to do an overhaul on American gold and silver coins? Now, disclaimer, I am not sponsored by Scottsdale Mint. I just really love their silver and gold products. Actually, the first bar that I ever bought was this 10-ounce silver stacker, and I love it. My only regret is not having bought more of them, because you kind of need more than one stacker to stack a stacker. As disappointed as I was that the post was an April Fool's joke, it really got me wondering what it would be like if Scottsdale Mint were to be commissioned by our government to create coins. The other day, I was telling my wife actually that I wish the United States would outsource the design of our gold and silver to Scottsdale Mint, because I think they would do such a great job. And frankly, why shouldn't they? They already produce some of the most beautiful coins for other countries like Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, and several other countries. It really isn't an outlandish idea when you realize that there are already several countries who actually outsource some of their bullion production to private mints in their own countries. I mean, it's not exactly an apples to apples comparison, because there are different legal and territorial issues that come into play. But an example that comes to mind is how Great Britain has the Royal Mint, but they've also got a mint called the, forgive me if I say it wrong, the Pobjoy Mint, and they produce coins for territories such as the Isle of Man, Falkland Islands, British Antarctic Territory, and Gibraltar. And the Royal Mint is already doing an amazing job of producing coins. So I'm not saying that this is something that they need to do. But what I'm trying to say is if a mint as great as the historic Royal Mint are not even producing all the coins for all of the British territories, why are we putting all of that on the United States Mint, especially when honestly they're not performing? We should be outsourcing to where the talent is. And that's with Scottsdale, in my opinion. Side note, the Sunshine Mint actually already produces the blanks that are used to make the American Silver Eagles. And there's another private mint that produces the blanks too. I just can't think of the name off the top of my head. Drop it in the comments below if you can think of it. So I want to talk a little bit more about what that would look like in our country if we were to outsource to the Scottsdale Mint. But before we get into that, I want to briefly share some of the issues that I personally have with the United States Mint. Recently, I picked up this 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle fulfilling my second purchase for the monthly 1/10 ounce gold coin stacking challenge I issued last month. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited about it. I mean, it's gold. But here's the issue that I have. The United States Mint offers a very limited variety of gold and silver coins. And frankly, the design choices they do have are kind of boring, not including some of the lower mintage series they have, like the Liberty series. We only have two primary gold bullion coins, the American Gold Buffalo or the American Gold Eagle. Buffalo, which I actually like, is 24 karat gold. The Eagle, which my wife says looks more like a fancy penny than a gold coin, is 22 karat gold. Unfortunately, the 24 karat Buffalo only comes in a full ounce, which is way out of my price range right now. The premiums right now, I can't afford to be throwing down $3,300 on a 1 ounce gold Buffalo. So I'm left with one coin that I can stack for the coin of the realm, and that is the 22 karat American Gold Eagle, aka fancy penny. When I'm spending the amount of money that I am on a single 1/10 ounce gold coin, I want something that I like to look at. I want something beautiful. I was tempted to just buy another Perth Mint gold coin. I'm not saying that this coin is ugly. It's just not beautiful to me. It's just okay. And it cost me like $25 more in premiums than my Kookaburra, which I think is a way better coin. You're probably thinking, with all the negative things you're saying about the United States Mint, why did you buy this American Gold Eagle? And the answer is because I am following the advice of seasoned stackers. I see the benefit in stacking the coin of the realm. I do understand that when it comes time to sell, I'm going to get more of a premium back possibly than I would selling a foreign coin. It would be amazing if we were to outsource some of our coin productions to the Scottsdale Mint. I think that it would totally be a game changer. When it comes to my complaints about the United States Mint's silver coins, it's a lot shorter because there's only one coin, the American Silver Eagle. And that's my main complaint, is that we have just one coin. I don't even know how long we've had the American Silver Eagle. We've had that since like the 80s, the 90s. Someone drop it in the comments below. The design really hasn't changed much except for the back. And frankly, I like the older style on the reverse of the Eagle better than the newer style. Also, they are fairly easy to counterfeit because our idea of anti-counterfeit technology is this single missing reed on the edge here. And that's a new feature. We didn't come out with that security feature until 2021. That's when they came up with that groundbreaking idea. It would literally be easier to counterfeit an American Silver Eagle than one of these rounds. Our idea of security features are not up to par with the rest of the world standards. And that is something that I know Scottsdale would change. Frankly, the Scottsdale Mint is not just your run-of-the-mill generic silver refinery or bullion dealer. They have some iconic pieces. Up until this point, the only generic rounds I was seeing were things like the buffaloes or the Morgan dollar designs. And those were great and all, but this is just another level. This is designed not so much like a round, but more like a coin. That's what I'm imagining when I think of Scottsdale Mint producing our coins. What's more American than a cowboy? Not to mention the security features on this thing. I mean, look at this. Look at this buffalo privy. Look at the detail in that background. You don't get that on an American Silver Eagle. When we have incredible mints like Scottsdale just waiting for an opportunity to elevate American coinage, why are we not letting them? I know that Scottsdale can deliver on the design. I know that they can deliver on the security features. I'm not even saying that Scottsdale is the only mint that can do this. I think that there are several mints that we could commission to design coins for our country, but Scottsdale is definitely at the top of the list, in my opinion. Imagine what it would be like if You don't have to buy internationally to get beautiful coins. I love the Perth Mint. I love the Lunar series. I love the Kookaburra. The Kookaburra is probably one of my favorite things to stack. I love the Chinese myths and legends coins that they have. Just imagine if we in the United States were to have coins that were that quality, that level. I know that a private mint like Scottsdale Mint is what we need to deliver on something like that. Either that or we need to get their people into the United States Mint and get them to completely overhaul the system. We haven't seen any innovations in the past 20 years, and I'm ready to see that. We're long overdue for it. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What do you think about the idea of commissioning a private mint to design some coins for the United States? What kind of legislation do you think would need to change in order for us to make something like this happen? Is it something that you even want to happen? I don't know. Maybe you like the United States Mint as it is. And if so, I am sorry if I offended you. Please share your thoughts and insights down below. I've really enjoyed getting to know you guys, and I'm learning so much just talking with you in the comments section. So let's keep that dialogue going. And if you'd like to support this channel in a greater capacity, please consider joining my Patreon. And if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. I'm Booty Girl, and I'll see you guys in the next one.